Ooh, a little 77-3. Beat that ass today. Florida State wins in a massive fashion and would have won by more if not for an untimely fumble by our fourth-string quarterback. Man, what a glorious day. Florida State fans, enjoy these moments. Enjoy these wins. Largest margin of victory ever from a Florida State team. And, hey, guys, there's been a lot of Florida State teams. We've been around for a while. So that's hard to do. And Florida State did it. Well, you are watching the Garnet and Old live post-game show. I'm your host, Big Papa East. Vince Ciccarelli will be joining remote from Doak Campbell Stadium here in moments. But if you are new to the channel, like and subscribe. I want to mention Captain Black's Fishing. Captain Black has all your needs for deep sea fishing in the Panhandle area. What a great game, guys. So hop in the comment section, everyone, and tell me, did you see 77-3 happening? 77-3 is doing some stuff, man. When you get to 77 points, that means that you didn't just play good, you played great. And I am very impressed by the Noles today with a absolutely dominating performance. Hop in the comment section, guys. Tell me how you're feeling today. I'm just going to run down some interesting stats that I have pulled up here. So for the day, and this is what's crazy, 729 yards of offense, 361 passing, 368 rushing. So for a team of Gus Malzahn who likes to run the football, it was a 50-50 split today on passing yards and rushing yards. What a day for Florida State to rack up some numbers. Florida State held the ball for 32 minutes of the game, so own time of possession as well. The defense played really well. You can't blame the backups getting in and giving up a late field goal after a turnover. That's not their fault that the quarterback fumbled the ball in a spectacular fashion, I might add. But, man, kick that ass today. Kick that ass. This is what we've been waiting for. You know, the big worry coming into this game was Florida State, after a big win at Alabama, sure we'll win. My guess, like I was thinking, like, hey, maybe we win 45-10, 55-7, something like that, you know, where it's like, yeah, we dominated, but it was a little sloppy or maybe a little bit of a come down from that Alabama win. But no, they made it clear from the very beginning, we're going to score on every drive up until that fumble. Every drive was a touchdown. We, in this game alone, had 10 touchdowns. Last year, we had 20 touchdowns all season. So that'll tell you how bad last season was and how good this game was. That fumble was a killer. I think everyone was hoping for the shutout. I do believe they would have gotten the shutout. Because the quarter breakdown right here is 21 points in the first, 28 points in the second, 21 points in the third, and 7 points in the fourth, although they clearly called off the dogs in the fourth quarter. We were running the clock almost to zero every time they're late in the game, but pure effort. Please hop in the comment section, guys. Tell me, what did you think of this win? Is it what you were expecting? Is it more than you were expecting? You know, I really want to know from the fan base, is this what we should be accustomed to now? Is this how we're going to win these kind of games that we should be winning? Like, what does it look like? I definitely want to hear your feedback. Vince should be joining here in a second. I'm going to send him the link one more time just in case he needs it. I sent it to him earlier, but he should be joining from Doak Campbell shortly. But, man, that wasn't just a blowout. That was an ass kicking. And it's been a while since we've seen one of those. Man, I'm so proud of the team. I'm proud of how many players touched the ball. That was kind of wild with how many players played today. Let's pull up the box score. Tommy Castellano, 7 for 10, 230 yards, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, that'll do. I'm surprised they kept him out there as long as they did, to be honest with you. I thought they should have pulled him, when we were up 35-0, but they kept him out there pretty much the entire first half. Kevin Sperry comes in, 4 for 5, 61 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yet That's doing some things. Out of the 4 completions, 2 of them were touchdowns. Well done, Kevin Sperry. And Brock Glenn, 3 for 3, 56 yards, 1 touchdown. And then poor old Michael Grant, man, 1 for 1, 14 yards, and a fumble. If he hadn't done that fumble, man, it would have been a clean, perfect game, man. We were so close to getting there for a clean game, but it was, you know what? It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be on this day. But man, what a game. John in the chat here says, I was completely expecting them to let off the gas in the second half. I knew they wouldn't. Gus Malzahn doesn't do that. That's the difference between him and Mike. If Mike Norvell was still calling the plays, we would have been running the clock pretty regularly in the third quarter, I believe. But Gus was not having it. He was out there slinging the ball to the very end. Some of the rushing stats are insane. Guys, I'm going to count them. Hold on. I got to count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 players have rushing stats. 14 rushers. I'm going to go through them. So, Sam Singleton, 4 carries, 82 yards, 1 touchdown. Zay Parks, 10 carries, 61 yards, 1 touchdown. Mekhi Danzy, 1 carry, 53 yards, 1 touchdown. Kromah, 5 carries, 37 yards. Gavin Salchuk, 8 carries, 35 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jeremiah Johnson, 5 carries, 25 yards. Jalen Lucas, 4 carries, 23 yards. Kevin Sperry, 3 carries, 22 yards. Cam Davis, 2 carries, 13 yards. Brock Glenn, 1 carry, 10 yards. Squirrel White, 1 carry, 7 yards. Tommy Castellanos, 4 carries, 7 yards. Keziah Holmes, 3 carries, 2 yards. And then Michael Grant, because of the fumble, 1 carry, 9 yards. So, man, a lot of players touched the ball. But then we go to the receivers room. And, let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 receivers got touches today. Of course, the highlight being, man, Deuce Robinson played a hell of a game. 5 receptions, 173. 2 touchdowns. One of them was just an insane catch, one-handed catch right into the pocket of his arm. Gavin Sawchuk, 1 reception, 53 yards, 1 touchdown. Kromah, 1 receiving touchdown today, 43 yards. Amari Williams. I'm adding my boy Vincent to the scene. Vince, welcome to the show. Vince, I just want to let you know that 12 players had rushing stats today. Yep, and Vince, by my count, 10 players had receiving yards too. So a whole lot of people doing a whole lot of things in this game. This is becoming a trend, Vince. We talked about this after the Alabama game. It was not a 1 player, 2 player made everything. It was a whole bunch of players. And that continues. I mean, we had 10 touchdowns today. 11 touchdowns today, Vince. 11. No. Yeah. Yeah. And Vince, people say, look at the team that played, but that's true of every team in the country playing a bad team early in the season. But, usually you look at 55-7, 49-3. It's rare to get to 77-3. And Vince, I don't know if you looked at it yet, but it is our largest margin of victory of all time as a Florida State program. Yep. Right. And, Vince, one thing I want to go to over and over and over again is the number of touches for all these players. And I'm sure you could see it in the on the field, but in the game on the broadcast, every time the whole team was celebrating with everyone and like standing, all the players standing near the sideline the whole game watching. You didn't see everyone heading down, sitting down in their little groups just chatting they were all invested the whole time.
Yeah, there was a lot of celebrating with your teammates. Tommy is probably the first and foremost one that I saw all the time, and I had a great vantage point today, Ryan. We had our eyes on the sideline constantly, and Tommy is just constantly encouraging people. I love it, and he wasn't the only one.
Right. No, but there were so many players that stood out. But can we give some props to Deuce Robinson on that one catch?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. What was it? Was there a game on last night? I think that somebody got a one-arm catch.
Yep. Vince's connection will probably go in and out here. He is joining from a mobile device in the parking lot from Doak, so not unexpected. When he joins back in, though, we'll add him back to the scene. Hey, guys, hop in the comment section. I want to know, what are your thoughts about where this team goes from here? What record are we thinking? Like, just 2 games in. Today, we knew they would win, but we didn't realize that they would win 77-3. After beating Alabama, where's the mindset? Where is the mindset on record by the end of the season? Where is Florida State at? Because my mind has shifted quite a bit on this. In the next Garden Old show on Thursday at 7 o'clock, I'm going to give my new wins and losses prediction, and it is much different than my initial 8-4 prediction at the beginning of the year. So this is a playoff team. If guys stay healthy, and the only injury we saw was something with Squirrel White's hand, which you hope is just a jammed finger. Hey, get it taped up, maybe take a game off next game. But the good news is so many other guys played, and we saw so many other guys play well. So you don't have to get worried that one player's out and we're in trouble now. There's so many players. Now I would protect Deuce Robinson at all costs. What's funny is he didn't get a ton of touches in the Alabama game. I think a lot of that had to do we were just running the ball a lot, and they might have been paying attention to him as they clearly Alabama would have known that they had to pay attention to that guy. But this was his kind of coming out game. This really was Deuce Robinson's coming out game. The type of receptions he made, and Vince, to clue you in, I'm talking about this was Deuce Robinson's kind of coming out moment, because he didn't get many touches against Alabama because of the style of offense we were playing. We were running the ball a lot more, but this was a Keon Coleman-esque coming out game, in my opinion.
Yeah, sorry about the phone there, overheating again. Yeah, he can snatch the ball. He's very obviously he's a very, very big guy, but to see the ball hit his hands and just like stick was impressive. A coming out party for him, for sure. I didn't see what happened to was it Lawayne McCoy that got hurt? What happened with him?
No, Squirrel White. He was holding his finger, so to me it looked like a jammed finger or something like that. He took off his glove and was pulling on his finger, and then they took him to the locker room. So my guess is, at worst, you give him next week off. He doesn't have to play in that game at all for us to win. But it didn't look to be something that's going to be like anything major in the season, so I wouldn't worry about that. What was nice to see in this game, Vince, they didn't have to run Castellanos at all.
Yeah, very little. Love that, and I was hoping that.
Right.
That would be the case. And let's see, when did he get pulled? Like 2/3 of the way through the second quarter?
It was even closer. It was like near the 2-minute warning right before halftime.
Okay. So yeah, he definitely got enough work in, and it was productive work. It was impressive work, and you get him out of there, man. I'm hoping that other than a little bit of bang and bruise, there not much came out of this game in terms of
Yeah.
people being
No,
hurt.
everyone looked terrible. On the broadcast, there was nothing else that we were like, oh, so and so is hurt. I will say, I didn't feel a drop off at all when Sperry was playing. I think because he took,
Yeah,
he
I
had
was
Vince.
wondering.
He was 4 for 5 for 2 touchdowns.
That ain't a bad day.
Yeah,
That ain't a bad day. He looked good too, man. He looked very confident with his play action fakes. Dillmore, what's up, brother? Good to see you. What's that? I enjoyed it. Yeah, I did. Just talking to my friendly neighborhood police officer.
yeah. You're almost a lot 12. I can feel it.
Almost a lot 12. You're seeing some shade behind me here. But yeah, I was wondering who was going to go in first, him or Brock, and we found out.
Now, Vince,
Brock,
clearly,
good too.
Clearly, a lot of people after halftime decided to take it home and go home. But how was the club experience?
Oh, let me just say, I may never ever get that experience again. I happened upon probably a once in a lifetime deal for those tickets, and it was. If I had the means, that's what I would do. Let's just say that it was worth it. The food was great. Air conditioning was great. There were a lot of tables, a lot of places to sit down. Plenty of water, ice cream. I mean, you name it, you had it. And plenty of bar space too. So you didn't have to wait. You didn't really have to wait to get a drink. It's just top notch. And then, everybody was complaining. We started to see the renderings of this patio thing about well, who's gonna be out? Who's gonna be out there? I'm telling you, man. We were in our seats for a while. Then we went down there and stood on the patio. Went back to our seats. Went down and stood on the patio. It was awesome. It's a great way to watch the game. And if you need to get out of the heat, like today, we needed to get out for a little bit. We went down inside and watched the game live while I ate some nachos. So,
yeah, that's exactly was my experience in the Champions Club. That same feeling of, hey, it's the third quarter. We're up here. You want to go grab a snack real quick?
Yeah, right.
But man,
if you have the means, give it a try. I doubt for the rest of the season you'll find deals on them like we had today. But you never know.
What a game, though, Vince. I don't think there's, this isn't going to be an in-depth game that we look back on weeks from now to really pay attention to. But I think the main takeaway here is just this had more players touch the ball than I've seen, I don't know, ever. Oh, he's switching to CarPlay, I think. Yeah, I would say this game, Vince, had more players touch the ball than I've ever seen. Yeah, I can hear you. Vince clearly having some connection problems here. We'll see if he can reconnect. I do love the face he's making. He looks very concerned. Look at that. Look at that consternation on his face. That was his face before the Alabama game. A little questionable. Doesn't know. There he is. He's back. Can you hear me, Vince?
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure. Yeah, hold on one second.
Get that AC blowing, Vince.
It is blowing. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Vince.
Right,
the main takeaway being how many people touched the ball was the main takeaway.
Oh man, I started looking around there toward the last 3 minutes of the game, and I think I saw one of the coaches kind of going, "Okay, who hasn't gone in yet? Who hasn't gone in yet?" And I raised my hand, but I don't think they needed me today. I think when we get the stats, it's going to be a laundry list of players, people that I have no idea their names. I had no idea who the fourth string quarterback was until today, and I happened to be sitting right next to his parents, so they
Nice.
were ecstatic.
Yeah. I'm going to assume many players' families were very happy today because you had many players get touchdowns, not just be in the game. We see that, in a lot of games that there's a blowout, but I mean, so many players had a touchdown today. I'm going to read out the players that had touchdowns, including the quarterbacks that threw them. So Tommy Castellanos, Kevin Sperry, Brock Glenn all had a touchdown today. On the ground, Sam Singleton, Zay Parks, Makai Danzy, Gavin Sawchuk all had touchdowns today. And then receiving, Deuce Robinson, Sawchuk, Chroma, Amari Williams, and Javon Boggs all had receiving touchdowns today.
Yeah, if you would have asked me what Chroma's first score was going to be, I would not have guessed a pass.
Yeah, no, that was surprising. Yeah, I was pleased though.
Yeah, it was.
Jay
good.
Lucas did pretty good work too.
Every time they seemed to get a little behind the sticks a little bit, they were able to convert. And the speed, I think I texted you at one point about the speed just being, ridiculous.
Unreal. Yeah, how about Brock Glenn being 3 for 3, 56 yards and a touchdown?
Love it. I love that. I love it for these guys that, I was talking to Mahi Griller, I think, and I just love the fact that someone like Brock, who, could have left, but he's all in, and he's competing, and you get an opportunity with a game like this to get in the game and get some stats. I mean, I just love that for guys on the team that are working constantly but hardly ever get in the game.
Exactly. No, that's exactly my thoughts. Any other thoughts, Vince, before we end this post game, and I'll let you get to it. We're going to talk about it in depth, of course, on the Garnet and Old show as we preview another game, Kent State, coming up this week. But any final thoughts on? I was saying right before you came on, Vince, that this week on the Garnet and Old, I'm going to completely change my tune on record prediction.
Okay, you're kind of laying the groundwork for that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Today is another indicator of the total turnaround of the attitude and competitiveness of this team. They could have easily come out and fudged around for a little bit, and they still would have come out on the end with a win, and it would have been an impressive win. But today was just like, there was like no. Now, I'm sure there's nuances, right? I'm sure there are moments where maybe there's a lack of focus or whatever, but holistically, from the time the game kicked off until the end of the game, everybody on that sideline on the field was bought in and competing and fighting to have a dominant day.
Exactly. I couldn't say it better, Vince. By the way, your Skull Session video already near 400 views, so well done again. And just so you're aware, I know you probably haven't been able to keep up, but a really good game also at the same time been happening over on the CW. 38-38 in the fourth quarter, Baylor and SMU. Really good game going on there.
Yeah, that was SMU was up, then Baylor tied it, and SMU started to pull ahead. I've got breaking news here, Ryan.
What's that?
I don't know if it's breaking news, but you may already know this. Ethan Pritchard's dad is going to break the rock, or has already broken the rock.
Yeah, they showed him walking the field. He was there at the game, so I knew he was there, but I didn't know he would be breaking the. What a good gesture by Florida State.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's it's family. That's one of the vibes I'm getting with this team this year. The program, the fan base, everybody is just kind of in lockstep. And after last year, man, what a treat. What a treat.
Yeah, this is one just to have fun with. But Vince, we're going to talk about it in depth. Go have fun. It's been great. We're going to let the people go enjoy the rest of the day of college football, but As always, join us this week, Thursday, 7 o'clock on the Garner and Old Show. Vince and I will give a full breakdown of this game, preview the next game, and what a great day. Another W for the Florida State Seminoles. We have matched our win total from last year as of today. So go Noles, Vince, and send the Chiefs. Send the Chiefs all the damn time.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, everybody. Go Noles.
Go Noles.